And this is regarding the Epstein files. It has now been learnt that items from the Epstein files, including a photo of US President Donald Trump, were removed by the Justice Department from the website because of concerns raised by victims. The Deputy Attorney General has said that Democrats are now questioning what else is being covered up. The US Department of Justice has responded to the removal. They say that the files are temporarily removed after requests from individuals alleging to be victims. They say that the files that were taken down are to be released again with appropriate redactions if legally required. And one of the images removed, which had a photo of Trump, is now being restored after officials determined none of Epstein's victims were in the image. For more on this, my colleague Vishal is now joining me live. Vishal, what more can you tell us about these latest revelations made in the Epstein's files? We are learning that the US President Donald Trump's picture was removed.
Yes, that's exactly right, Raisha. And the picture that was removed has been reinstated, as you rightly mentioned. What contained in the picture was the bone of contention, because the authorities there thought that the investigation could reveal more facts, and that is why they had removed the picture, and that is what they have alleged. They have, said in their own defense when the Democrats attacked them, saying that the image should not have been redacted. It has been restored, as I mentioned earlier, but what remains to be seen is what of the next 15 documents that were removed. There are at least 16 documents, as you rightly mentioned, that were removed. So we have to still see what happens to the next 15 documents that seem to have been redacted. And overall, the allegations remain, because I've gone through almost all the documents, and most of them are redacted. You can barely read a paragraph or two. You can barely, arrive at a conclusion when it comes to the several allegations. So the allegations still remain. The case is still ongoing. What will happen in the future, that remains to be seen. But as of now, Trump's name is in the clear, because his name has barely crept up a few times. The few times it has crept up, those are not incriminating evidence against the US president. So it will have to be seen what happens now.
Right, Vishal. So the pictures have been temporarily removed. That's what we are learning. The DOJ says that the pictures have been removed for the benefit of the victims. But thanks for getting us the latest on that. We're still on with this story. A fresh controversy around the Jeffrey Epstein files has erupted, and this time over missing files. Less than 24 hours after the US Justice Department released a long-awaited set of Epstein-related documents, at least 16 files, one of them containing a picture of the US President Donald Trump, has vanished from a government website. And that's without any kind of explanation. The unexplained removal has sparked political outrage, and here's a report on all that you need to know about the Epstein files controversy. Take a look.
What was meant to be a moment of long-awaited transparency has instead triggered a new storm. At least 16 files linked to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein disappeared from the US Justice Department's public website within a day of being posted. Among the missing material, a photograph that included President Donald Trump alongside Jeffrey Epstein, Melania Trump, and Epstein's longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. The Justice Department has not said whether the removal was accidental or intentional. Online, the sudden disappearance fueled speculation and intensified long-standing intrigue around Epstein's ties to powerful political and public figures. What was released includes numerous photographs placing Epstein in the company of high-profile figures. Among them, former US President Bill Clinton, musician Mick Jagger, pop icon Michael Jackson, and Bill Gates. Previously unseen images show Bill Clinton reclining in a hot tub, part of the photo blacked out, and swimming alongside a woman believed to be Ghislaine Maxwell. Another image shows Maxwell with Britain's disgraced Prince Andrew. As questions mount over what's missing, what's redacted, and what may have been quietly removed, the Epstein case once again underscores a central concern: whether the full truth about one of America's most notorious criminal cases will ever be made public. NDTV Bureau Report.